We've heard the term the Caitlyn Clark effect tossed around on a number of occasions these past 4 years. And even though the 6-foot guard is headed to the WNBA, the effect is still real. Iowa benefiting from these last 4 years and the relevance of this program. The Hawkeyes landing a massive, massive get in the 2025 class. We'll talk about modern-day high school guard Addison Deal and her commitment to Lisa Bluter's squad in just a second. But first, I want to remind everybody to support the Iowa NIL cause. One way you can do that is by purchasing prints through Under the Kitchen, authentic Hawkeye artwork through Randy Engel and his awesome stuff. Man, he's got a great man cave down in Mitchellville full of artwork, and he's selling prints, legitimate prints that are part of a partnership he's got with a number of Hawkeye players, current and former players. Check it all out. Visit Under the Kitchen on Facebook. You can also visit his website. It's underthekitchen.square.site, just like it sounds. Underthekitchen.square.site. Also, Iowa floor covering down in Bondurant. Check it out if you need tile or carpet, whatever the case may be. Maybe you're a DIYer looking to upgrade. Visit Iowa floor covering down in Bondurant or give them a call, 515-379-7000. You can also check out their website, iowafloorcovering.com. That's www.iowafloorcovering.com. So the Hawkeyes landing 5-star guard Addison Deal. So this is an amazing storyline. You think about Addison Deal, a lifelong Californian. She grew up, actually moved to California at the age of 2, and has never really experienced anything other than California. And it's not typically an area where you think of any Iowa athletic program recruiting. But you talk about the Caitlyn Clark effect, that opens up different channels and different regions that maybe in the past you weren't able to even dream of touching. And Addison Deal had visited Iowa back on March 3rd. She was at that Ohio State game. I was there at that game as well, not far from the floor, and saw a number of recruits. I think I heard 9 total recruits, women basketball recruits. That's almost mind-boggling to think about, especially with College Game Day there. Addison Deal was part of College Game Day. She's able to see the fandom there and just how Iowa women's basketball is so big right now in the state. She is considered ESPN's number 12 overall prospect in the class of 2025. And how about this? Prospect Nation, another major women's basketball recruiting site database. They've got her as their 5th overall recruit in the 2025 class. She's 6 foot tall, so about the same as Caitlyn Clark. She plays differently, but there are some similarities there. She's been playing for Santa Ana Modern Day High School down in the Orange County area in California. And she did play at a different Christian school her freshman year. It sounds like she transferred up, played her sophomore year, ended up averaging 15, 5, and then 3 steals. 15 points, 5 boards, 3 steals her sophomore year. Suffered an ankle injury, which took her out for her junior year. She's got 1 more year ahead, but she had offers from so many big-time programs. I'll give you the list, and this is not all-inclusive because the list is far too big. 26 total offers that she's reported, but how about some of these for major offers? Stanford, UCLA, USC, LSU, Oregon, Indiana, Ohio State, Arizona, North Carolina, Baylor, Tennessee, Georgia, Arizona, Georgia Tech, Oklahoma, ISU, that's Iowa State, BYU, TCU, Utah, Cal, Oregon State. She had Ivy League offers. I mean, this gal is legitimate. This girl is legitimate, and she is on pace to be a great piece for Iowa women's basketball for years to come. Remember, the Hawkeyes already landed a high 4/5-star recruit in Journey Houston, someone maybe people have almost forgotten about because it seems like a lot has happened since her commitment. She committed early in the process. Iowa's been really pushing for a teammate of hers over in the Quad Cities that's really been lighting the high school basketball scene on fire down there again in the Quad Cities. And so they're still on her as well. But boy, Lisa Bluter and this staff, Jan Jensen, all of them really doing a good job right now. Again, landing Addison Deal, who visited Iowa here a few days ago and committed to play in a place that's far away from home, very far away from home. But obviously, she's sold on the program. How much has NIL been a part of this? I would guess not much. That's what I would guess. I would guess not much. Based upon what I know, what I've been told in the past about NIL support for Iowa women's basketball, I have no doubt it's went way up. But how far up? Like, how much money is actually available for women's basketball athletes in Iowa now, as opposed to football, men's basketball. I don't know if it's significant. So are they able to basically say, hey, as a high school athlete coming here, even though you're a 5-star recruit, we're able to estimate that this is about how much you're going to make? That has to be done through the swarm technically. But have not talked to Addison Deal. Would love to welcome her. If Addison, if you're watching this, would love to welcome you on this show and chat about your decision to be a Hawkeye. Because again, Hawkeye Nation is buzzing after this commitment. I watched her on tape. She's got really good ball skills. I don't think she shows on tape to be necessarily as quick as like a Caitlyn Clark is right now. But again, she's got another year in high school. She's got really good ball skills and finishing skills in the lane. She can score in a variety of ways. She's really good at attacking the rim. Really good sizing. And talk about 6 foot tall. I think she's probably more of a point. But does she have the outside prowess to be a 2 guard if need be? I think that's maybe my big question. The only thing I could say is she obviously looks very smart, very basketball savvy, and you're not going to get these rankings and these offers unless you are. And of course, she had some Ivy League offers as out there as well. So that would lend itself to probably a pretty high IQ in general, and certainly a basketball IQ. I did notice on a few of her shots, maybe not a real strong rotation with her 3-point shot, but I'm certainly no shooting coach. So I don't know. I mean, she obviously has proven through tape that she can shoot the outside shot, certainly off the dribble, pulling up. But I'm guessing that there's probably some ways to improve the consistency of the outside shot. But again, I've not watched Addison in person to really be critical of that. But just super excited for Hawkeye Nation that they're able to keep this momentum going. We'll see what Iowa can do in the transfer portal. I think they've got some needs that they could address there as well, with some major big-time players, including Caitlyn Clark, leaving this offseason. Of course, we're counting down the days to Selection Sunday. Stick right here. More Iowa women's basketball coverage on the way. I'm Corey Brada from the Hawkeye of the Storm. We'll talk to you soon.